Hi, I'm Marble. Today we're going to share some tips for first-time British Shorthair kitten owners. First, I'd like to say congrats. Although my mom is biased, she says that we are the most fun and affectionate cat breeds. Our first tip is to send your kitten's kennel to the breeder weeks in advance. British Shorthairs are super adaptable cats, but having them be familiar with their kennel and having it smell like their old home will help them adjust. I slept on mine for a couple weeks. Our next tip is to expose your kitten to anything you don't want them to not like. This will help prevent stress to your cat later on in their life. For example, my mom taught me how to do tricks when I was very young. She also exposed me to being in the car multiple times when I was a little kitten. Mom said she saw so many videos of cats freaking out in the car, and she just really didn't want me to be scared anytime I was in the car. And to be honest, I love being a passenger princess. My mom didn't do this, but exposed them to water. Because as you can see, I freaked out the first time I got a bath, and I had a lot of poopy paws. And while cats can clean themselves, I got a lot of poop on me. Which leads us into our next tip. Save your money and get a large litter box that will work for both an adult cat and a kitten. I would also say don't get a lid. My breed is a very bulky and fluffy cat, and so we need a lot of room to wiggle around in the litter box, especially if they're a male. I'd also get a litter mat and a litter genie to prevent messes and odors being in your home. Next tip is to do your research and get your cat a high-quality food. As a kitten, their food is so important for nourishment and health, and so I would just really prioritize that, including your treats. Mom says to take this next tip seriously. Get your cat pet insurance immediately because they will not cover pre-existing conditions. After my mom paid like $500 one month, she finally got me pet insurance. And thank God, because I had to go again and I had to get an x-ray, which was not cheap. We really hope this video helped, but remember that every household and cat has its own needs. So we encourage you to do your own research, and if you have additional tips, please put them in the comments because we'd love to hear them. XOXO, Marble.